Well, it looks like some sad news for Game of Thrones fans. According to the Hollywood Trades, it looks like HBO is no longer moving forward with their proposed Game of Thrones prequel series that would have explored the origins of the White Walkers. We first heard about this prequel series hailing from Jane Goldman, and the pilot was directed by S.J. Clarkson, who has worked on Jessica Jones and The Defenders, and was at one point attached to direct Star Trek IV. Jane Goldman, if you might know, was the writer behind Kingsman, Kick-Ass, and X-Men First Class, having collaborated several times with Matthew Vaughn. The pilot was set to focus on the Age of Heroes and the first ever battle between Man and White Walker. Goldman's prequel, which had filmed a pilot over the summer, will not be advancing to series, according to The Hollywood Reporter. According to their sources, Goldman emailed the cast to share the news earlier today. HBO declined to comment. The pilot would have explored Westeros' history with the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East, and the Starks of legend, but that the series would reveal it's not the story we think we know. The show would have been led by Australian actress Naomi Watts, and it had a pretty large diverse cast beyond her. Instead, it seems like HBO will now put their focus on the second pilot that they're developing, which is going to be a prequel series focusing on House Targaryen, known as the Last Dragon Riders, and kind of the beginning of the end for that entire house. Game of Thrones creator, author, and producer on the series, George R.R. Martin, has been teasing that there are multiple new pilots in development at the network, and we'll have to see what they actually decide to move forward with, because this was the one they were the furthest along with. Obviously, they had got the green light last year, they went and filmed the pilots, and everything was coming together, but it seems like for whatever the reason, HBO is not actually going to be moving forward with it, which is kind of a shame because I actually thought the premise would have been pretty cool and definitely would have given us a lot more time to explore the White Walkers, which is something that fans were left disappointed by in the final season of Game of Thrones, as the entire series is kind of built up to them being these big bad villains, only for them to be taken out without really knowing anything about the characters. But drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you guys bummed out that HBO is not moving forward with the prequel series that was rumored to be called The Long Night or Blood Moon? For all things Game of Thrones and the latest in pop culture, be sure to subscribe to HN Entertainment.